The first thing you're going to have to do is either listen or read each other's piece. Okay? If you're reading it really, really loud, that's not going to work. Okay? I would prefer that you read it quietly, either to yourself. You can read it to each other if you want, but the other person has to be able to read along with you because you're going to be looking for giving some compliments and also some suggestions to your turn and talk partner. Okay? The compliments are going to go something like this. I liked blank because blank. What do you think you can say when you read your partner's speech? What's something that you might compliment them for? What do you think, Leslie?
I like how you edited it because blank.
Because you made a lot of great improvements. I like how you edited it. You might look at their rough draft and see, wow, there's a lot of colored pencil marks there. They really did some editing and revising as writers. Great compliment. What's another compliment that you can give your turn and talk partner? What do you think, Lucas?
That I like your hooking sentence.
I liked your hooking sentence, your hooking lead, because
it really wanted me to read more.
I really wanted to read more of your piece. Absolutely. Madison, what's another compliment you can give?
I liked how you use a teacher's voice because it really got me interested.
Really got me interested in your piece. I learned so much. Now, this might be a little bit harder. Oh, Ella, go ahead. What's a compliment?
I like it how come you explain what the words mean.
Because how would that help you as the reader, Ella?
Because I didn't know what they meant.
I didn't know what they meant. That's a great one. Because we're teaching each other about our topic, right? All right, the next part is making suggestions. And you have become really great turn and talk partners when it comes to making suggestions to each other and helping each other out. You're going to start with saying, you might want to try blank because blank. What do you think? You can write down, we're going to give you some Post-its, and you're going to be putting Post-its on each other's pieces. You might want to try blank because blank.
You might want to try using more details.
Because?
It'll make your piece better.
Your piece better. It'll make your explanations more clear. Kirsten?
You might want to try using more punctuation.
Because
it makes your story even better.
Yeah, and when there's not punctuation in the right spots, it can be confusing to read, right? If there aren't periods in the right spots, we just keep going and going and going, and we're not really sure where that thought ends. Ella?
You might want to try a picture because I think it makes it more interesting.
Yes, because it makes it more interesting to look at. It makes it more visually appealing. Some of us have started a visual aid, right, as our cover page to help teach our readers about our topic. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We have to kind of first set you up next to your turn and talk partner.
I already have
Are you
Sabrina can give Emery and everything to you. Hi, I'm Mrs. Recine, 4th grade teacher at CV Star Intermediate School. I teach ELA and social studies, and the lesson that you saw that was videotaped in my classroom was an English language arts lesson based on Teachers College philosophy. And I have a class of integrated co-taught students of varying ability levels. This lesson that you saw was from December 14th, and it basically was ways that writers were going to support one another. This lesson comes towards the end of a unit about extreme weather, where students were doing independent research on a weather topic that they chose themselves. They included tsunamis, tornadoes, hurricanes, blizzards, and they had written essays, multi-paragraph essays about their research. And towards the end of this unit, we thought it would be a great idea to have the students collaborate and share with each other their pieces so that they could give some support to one another. So what they were instructed to do was to listen first to their partner's piece, which is great practice for students at this age since they tend to do a lot of talking and not so much listening to one another. So it was really good exercise for them. To give a compliment first, we always try to start with the positive, and then to give one another some suggestions, what they might want to add to their final piece of their extreme weather essay. All of this aligns with the strategic coherence plan that we're really trying hard to implement in our classrooms. It involves some critical thinking where kids had to do some analyzing of information, a piece that they hadn't written, that their partner had written, and that maybe they didn't know a lot about since it might have been a different weather topic. They had to collaborate and communicate with one another. They had to listen to each other and work together. Who's going to share first? Who's going to write down the comments first? They had to adapt to what their partner was wanting them to do and maybe what their partner's topic was about. And also they had to adapt to the different viewpoints that they might have had from their partner on the different types of weather, and also the ways to write a multi-paragraph essay about a topic. They also had to persevere, which is a word that we use a lot. They had to use their grit. They had to stick to it. They had to get through their partner's piece and know it pretty well in order to give some compliments and make some suggestions that would help their partner to feel confident, but also to make some choices in their piece that might help them to reach the next level of their writing. So definitely a lesson built around the strategic coherence plan that Brewster Schools is implementing into our classrooms.